subscribe. And you're still dizzy. I know. And I know exactly how confused you are right now, sweetheart. You've opened your eyes, and the first thing you've noticed is that, well, you've never seen this room before. The second thing you've noticed is that door is locked. And the third thing, well, that's me. Gosh, don't scream. Nobody's going to hear you. There, I'm sitting down, see, I'm not dangerous. Well, that's not entirely true. I suppose kidnapping someone automatically makes a person dangerous, doesn't it? Oh, that look. I've imagined that look so many times. The fear, the confusion, the realization. You're wondering why. Everyone always wonders why. They never ask how. They never ask how somebody can spend months watching from afar. No. How somebody could memorize the exact route they take home. How somebody could remember every single smile. Every laugh, every word. But they always ask why. So, go on, ask. Why am I here? Good one. Well, because I love you. There. Such disbelief. You think I'm joking? But I wish I was. Do you know how much easier life would be if I was joking? Well, I'm not. I love you. I love you more than I've ever loved anything else before. More than sleep, more than food, more than my own sanity. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know exactly how crazy that sounds. I know. But the thing is, I tried doing things normally. I really did. I tried introducing myself. I tried speaking to you. I tried becoming someone you'd notice. But every time, there was always someone else, friends or family rather. People taking up your attention, people taking you away. And every day I watched you walk away from me. Do you know what that feels like? To see the very person you're supposed to be with living a life that doesn't include you. It hurts, and honestly, really, it hurts more than you could ever imagine. But that's over now. You're here, and I don't think anybody is taking you away now. Please, don't fight the restraints. You'll hurt yourself. No, sweetheart, I'm not removing them. Not yet. And you don't trust me, and frankly, you have excellent reasons not to, for now. So, take things slowly. Yeah, I've planned for everything. Food, books, blankets. I even learned how to cook your favorite meals. How do I know your favorite meal? Well, you'd be surprised how much information people put out online. Not that I needed the internet. I paid attention. I also pretend not to like those cheesy romance movies. But you do cry during them anyway. I knew you, and better than anyone else. No, I'm not going to hurt you. That's the funny thing. You keep looking at me like I'm some monster, but I've never wanted to hurt you. Never. But everyone else, different story. But you, no. I'd burn the world down before I let anyone hurt you, and even me. I don't want you afraid. I know that's impossible right now, but I don't. I want you safe. I want you warm. I want you smiling. I want you alive. And I want everything. And that's my problem. You know what the worst part is? That I know this is wrong. Every single day leading up to this, I knew it was wrong. And I knew normal people don't build entire futures around someone they've barely spoken to. And I knew normal people don't keep photographs. I knew normal people don't learn someone's schedule. But I stopped being normal a very long time ago, sweetheart. The very moment I saw you. Oh, now you're angry. Good. Anger is much better than fear, I would like to say. See, fear makes people shut down. Anger, well, now that means you're talking to me. Insane. Probably. I won't argue that. I rented a remote house. I soundproofed the basement. I spent 6 months repairing. Trust me, sanity left the building quite a while ago, dear. But here's the difference. I'm insane. Not stupid. I know you hate me right now. I know that. And I know you're already planning your escape. Go ahead, plan, think, search for weaknesses. I would. But you are not leaving. Not today, not tomorrow, and maybe not even for a very long time. No. Listen, and listen carefully, because this is the only thing I'm ever going to force you to understand. I am not letting you go. That isn't a threat. That is a fact. I've spent too long losing sleep, too long imagining what it would be like to finally have you here. I'm not throwing that all away now. But I also know something else. You can't force love. I know, shocking. A crazy kidnapper understands basic psychology. And I can't make you love me. I can't order it. I can't demand it. So I'm not going to try. I'm just going to be here every day, talking to you, taking care of you, protecting you, and maybe one day you'll look at me just a little differently. And maybe you won't, but I'll take that chance. Well, now, you haven't eaten yet, have you? And whether you hate me or not, you're still getting dinner, young lady. And one if you are thinking about the window, and well, it doesn't open. If you're thinking about the door, 1, 2, 3 locks. If you're thinking about screaming, then well, the nearest neighbor is miles away. I told you I planned everything. But don't worry, no, I'm not going anywhere, sweetheart. Not for a very long time. And neither are you. There you are. I've been watching you for, well, longer than you probably find comfortable. Not in a creepy way. Right? Even I don't believe that. Well, you come here every Thursday, same stall, same drink, and same little smile when the bartender remembers your order. Every Thursday for 7 months. And every Thursday I tell myself, tonight I'll finally talk to her. Tonight I'll walk over there. Tonight I'll stop acting like some pathetic stalker lurking in the corner. And every Thursday that I fail. Until tonight, that is. So, hello. No, relax. You don't have to look so nervous. And I'm not dangerous, at least. I wasn't planning on being yet. Well, can I sit? Thank you. I've seen you around. Actually, that's a lie. I've seen everything. The bags you carry, the necklace you wear when you're anxious, the way you check your phone when you're lonely, the way your smile changes depending on who you're talking to. I've noticed all of it. You look concerned, and well, you should be. No, don't get up. Stay, please, just for a moment, a minute. Humor me. After all, I've worked very hard to get this moment, you know. And, it's quite funny. People think obsession starts with love. It doesn't. The love comes later. Obsession starts with curiosity. One question, one glance, one moment. Then suddenly, someone occupies every single damn thought in your head. And every hour, every day, and every night. And before you realize it, you are planning your entire life around them. And that's what you did to me. Yeah, and you're right. You look pale. Is everything okay? Dizzy? Oh, no, that's quite unfortunate. Maybe you should sit down. No, you're already sitting down. Good. Good girl. No, don't panic. That only makes things worse. Take a deep breath. And yeah, there you go. And I know the room feels a bit strange now. Your arms feel heavy, your thoughts slower. You're trying to understand what's happening right now, trying to figure out why your drink suddenly tastes so different, why your vision is blurring, why your heart is racing. I know exactly what you're thinking. Yeah, You're right. I may have put something inside it. Shh, darling, it's okay. Don't make a scene. I mean, nobody's going to help anyway. Look around. No one's paying attention to you. Everyone's focused on their lives, their own problems. That's the thing about crowds. People think they're safe in them. They're not. They're invisible. You're scared. I understand. I really do. I mean, if our positions were reversed, and well, I'd be terrified too, certainly, but I'm not going to hurt you, darling, and I need you to understand that. Really, I'm not. I just couldn't let things continue the way they were going. You kept leaving every week after week, every single week. Walking out that door, going home, disappearing. And, well, I was left sitting here, wondering, who are you texting? Who are you meeting? Who gets to hear your laugh? Who gets to hold your hand? Who gets to be near you when I'm not? And do you have any idea what that does to someone, knowing the person they're meant to be with is out there, living an entire life without them? No, you don't. So you don't get to cry. Please don't cry. I hate it when you cry, even now. Especially now. So, look at me. Come on, look at me. There you are. And see, do I look angry? I'm not angry. I'm not shouting. I'm not hurting you. I'm just fixing a problem. That's all. Easy. Your legs won't work properly. Trust me, the drug's much stronger now. I told you not to panic. And you've probably noticed something. I know things about you. A lot of things. The route you walk home, your favorite cafe, your birthday, and even your middle name. And I also know the songs you listen to when you're sad, the flowers you always stop to look at, the fact that you sleep with a lamp on when thunderstorms get bad. That one surprised you. Yeah, I know everything, because I cared enough to learn, more than anyone else ever has, more than anyone else ever will. And you know how many people have ignored you, how many people have looked straight through you, how many people are taking your kindness for granted every day. And well, I see you, and I always see you. That's why this had to happen. So, come on, get up. We're leaving. Actually, no. You don't really get a choice. You don't have one. Not anymore. Well, I had hoped you would eventually notice me. I really did. I mean, I imagined 100 different versions of this, you know. Maybe we'd meet naturally. Maybe we'd fall in love. Maybe you'd smile at me from across the room. Maybe fate would do most of the work for me. But fate is lazy. So I helped myself. Yeah, that's it. Come on, lean on me. Walking through the door, I take in that nice, fresh night air. Careful. 1, step at a time. I've got you. I promise I won't let you fall. And you know something funny? This is the closest we've ever been. I've dreamt about this. Walking beside you, and hearing your breathing, feeling your hand in mine. Not exactly how I imagined it, but I'll take what I can get. Alright, here we are, at my car. Yeah, and you're getting in. Yeah, that's right. Sit down. Good. Very good. And most people think I'm a monster. Maybe I am. Maybe there's something fundamentally broken inside me. But every time I tried to walk away, I couldn't. Every time I told myself to forget you, I failed, because every road led back here, back to you, always here. So, do you hate me? Don't answer that. But actually, I don't think I want to know. Not yet. Because right now, you're scared, you're confused, and probably angry. And, well, I understand. Really, I do. But someday, when the panic fades, when you see how much I really care, maybe you'll understand too. Maybe you'll realize that nobody has ever loved you like this. Nobody. Well, we're almost home. Funny, I've been calling it home for months, even though you've never seen it. I've prepared everything. Your favorite tea, your favorite books, a room painted the color you like, a blanket identical to the one on your sofa. But I wanted it to feel familiar, comfortable, safe, because you're staying for a very long while. Maybe very long. We'll see. No, come on, don't look at me like that. I'm trying very hard to make a good first impression. Well, get some rest, darling. I think the drug's making you tired. And, you can fight it if you want, but you won't win. You can try. I'll always let you try, sweetheart. Anyways, I'll still be here when you wake up. Still watching, still waiting, and certainly still loving you, just like I always have. So, sleep now, darling. I've spent months waiting for you. So, just a few more hours certainly won't hurt. I was worried if I used a little too much of the sleeping medicine. Not enough to hurt you, and obviously, I'd never hurt you. You know that, right? Come on now, don't sit up so fast. You'll make yourself dizzy. Just take it easy, sweetheart. You've been asleep for a couple of hours. Your head probably feels a little fuzzy now. It's normal. Everything's okay. You're safe. You're with me. You finally realized. You finally noticed the lock. Yeah, the door's locked, and I locked it. Obviously. If I hadn't locked it, you'd leave. And if you left, we'd be right back where we started, wouldn't we? No, don't start shouting now. Nobody's gonna hear you. We're in the old storage room in the basement. The one nobody uses anymore. The one everyone forgot existed. Funny, isn't it? A place people walk past every day without noticing. Kind of like me. For 3 years we worked together. 3 whole years. Same office, same floor, same coffee machine, same meeting, same break room. And yet every morning you'd walk right past me. Every morning I'd say good morning. Every morning you'd smile. And every morning I spend the rest of the day thinking about that smile of yours. And yet you had no idea, did you? Of course you didn't. Well, it's okay. It's because you're kind. You're naturally kind. You're kind to everybody. You smile at everyone. You ask how everyone's doing. You remember birthdays. You bring snacks. You help people when they're struggling. You make people feel seen. And you know what that's like. To spend your entire life invisible. And then suddenly have one person look at you. One person notice you. Treat you like you matter. It's addictive. You became addictive. I'm not crazy. I know exactly how this sounds. I really do. I've had months to think about it, months to analyze every detail. Months to tell myself I should stop. Months to tell myself this wasn't right, unhealthy. And to tell myself I should really move on. Then you'd smile or wave at me, and that option was completely impossible. I remember last winter, when I got sick, everyone else avoided me, and nobody wanted to catch whatever I had. But you brought me tea. You sat beside me, and you asked if I was okay. You told me to take care of myself. You don't even remember that conversation, do you? And I do. I remember every word, every single one. I've replayed it hundreds of times, maybe thousands. That's when I realized something. You were the only person who ever cared. The only one. And once I realized that, well, I just couldn't let go. Please stop pulling at the door. You're going to hurt your hands. I mean, the lock isn't opening. I made sure of that. Because I need you to listen, really listen. For once, without a phone ringing, without co-workers interrupting, without you rushing off to another meeting, without someone stealing your attention again. So, just me and you, finally. And you know what's funny? Everybody thinks they know you. Everyone at work talks about how sweet you are, how friendly, how approachable. But they don't really know you. No. But me, and I really do. I know how you always take lunch at exactly 12:15. I know you hate tomatoes, and you pretend to like office parties. And you usually listen to music when you're stressed, crack your knuckles when you're nervous, and you've read the same book 3 times because it made you cry. See, and I know you much better than anyone else, because I paid attention. I cared, maybe a little too much, definitely too much, but doesn't that count for something? No. Well, I was afraid you'd say that. Look, I know this isn't ideal. Trust me, if there had been another way, I tried being normal. I really did. I tried asking you to lunch. You were busy. I tried starting conversations. You were distracted. I tried staying late, hoping we'd leave together. You left early. Every attempt failed. Every opportunity disappeared. Meanwhile, I had to watch everyone else get your attention. Watch everyone else laugh with you. Stand close to you. Watch everyone else take what should have been mine. No, don't interrupt. I'm talking. And for once you're going to hear me out. Do you know how many times I almost confessed? How many times I rehearsed it? How many times I stood in front of that damn mirror? Hundreds upon hundreds. But every time I imagined you rejecting me, I couldn't breathe. Because if you rejected me, well, I'd lose everything. And you were already the center of my life. That's pathetic, isn't it? And eventually, I realized something. The only future I could imagine was one where you stayed. So, I made sure you would. Yeah, you're not leaving tonight. Or rather, no, you can't leave. And you're not leaving tomorrow either. Relax. You look like I'm planning something horrible. I'm certainly not. I mean, I brought food, water, blankets, a pillow, a first aid kit, chargers, books, even your favorite snacks. See, I thought of everything. Because that's what people do when they love someone. They take care of them. I love you. There, I said it. I have loved you for a very long time. Longer than I should have. Longer than is healthy. Longer than any sane person probably would. But it's real. Every second of it is real. And maybe that's why I couldn't walk away. But you know what hurt me the most? Not being ignored, or being overlooked, or even being invisible to you. It was watching you give pieces of yourself away to everyone else. Everyone got your kindness, attention, and smiles, but I got leftovers. I got brief moments, tiny scraps, and somehow those scraps still became my entire world. You don't understand what it's like. I spent years building your life around mine. You don't even realize. Every morning became about seeing you. Every afternoon became about talking to you. I stopped living my own life. I lived yours, and when I finally realized that, I should have gotten help. I know, but instead I made a different choice, a selfish choice, a terrible choice, a choice that led us here. Why are you crying? Come on, don't cry. Please, don't cry. That's the one thing I can't handle. That I can handle anger, screaming, insults, but not tears. So, come here. No. Okay, I won't force you. Not right now. I just hate seeing you scared of me. Because in my head, this was different. In my head, you'd finally understand. You'd see how much I cared. You'd see how hard I've tried. You'd see how lonely I've been. You'd see us. Instead, you're looking at me like a monster there. Maybe I am. Maybe normal people don't do this. Maybe normal people don't memorize someone's schedule, save every text message, spend years obsessing. Maybe normal people don't lock the person they love inside a storage room. But I'm not normal. Not anymore. Not when you're concerned, because you became my everything, and people don't give up everything. They fight for it, even when they shouldn't, especially when they shouldn't. So, here's what's going to happen. You're going to stay here for now. We're going to talk. We're going to get to know each other properly. And eventually, you'll understand me. Maybe not today, or next week, but eventually. Because underneath all of this fear, I know you're compassionate. You'll want to understand. You'll want to know why, and when you do, you'll see I'm not doing this because I hate you. I'm doing this because I love you too much. Dangerously so. It's obsessively too much and pathetically too much. But still, it's love. Real love. The kind that keeps someone awake at night. That changes a person. The kind that can ruin them. The kind that ruined me. So, stay angry. Stay upset. I can live with that. Because for the first time, you're here. And for the first time, you can't disappear. For the first time, you're looking at me. Really looking at me. Maybe that's selfish. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe someday you'll never forgive me. Though tonight you're finally mine to talk to. Mine to protect and mine to keep safe. And honestly, after all these years, that feels worth everything. And well, I'm gonna sit now by the door, waiting for you. I'm not going anywhere, though you don't have to talk, not yet. I'll wait. I mean, I've spent 3 years waiting already. A little longer, it won't hurt. And besides, we've got plenty of time now, don't we?